All right, so if any of you guys know me in particular, you would know that as soon as that movie popped up and I saw that bizarre looking trailer, I would be sitting there going, yeah, I gotta watch this. It's close to Independence Day. I might as well watch it. America the Motion Picture. So, America the Motion Picture stars George Washington, played by Channing Tatum. He's our main character of this movie. He is best friends with Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln is trying to start the American Revolution to save the colonies from the tyranny of the British and turn America into the country that we all know and love. Then they go to a theater of all places where Benedict Arnold, the traitor of America, shows up as a werewolf and kills Abraham Lincoln. Devastated, George Washington has to step up to the plate and lead the American Revolution and create the country of America just like his best friend Abe wanted. Are you following me on this? Yeah, this is how wacky and crazy this movie goes. And it's only the first 10 minutes of the movie. Yeah, it's keeps us up for the longest part of this entire movie. Anyway, he gets out there, he runs into Sam Adams. Sam Adams is kind of like this jockey guy. He hangs out with his bros. He drinks beer all the time. We all know Samuel Adams. He's the beer maker from Boston, Massachusetts, who was also part of Congress when we were a colony. But anyway, he likes to say the F word a lot. He's basically a guy who's turned 20 years old, about to be 21. Not really one of my favorite characters in the movie, but I get it. He plays his part really well, and I do like the friendship that he has with George Washington. So that was cool. And also they run into Paul Revere. Paul Revere is a very fast rider. He wears like this suit of armor and everything on a very fast horse, but he's kind of a moron in basic ways. And where they find him is kind of like this Fast and the Furious type of alleyway, this type of race that you see mostly in the Fast and the Furious movies. Yeah, like I said, this movie is crazy. Anyway, he joins the team, and then they run into Thomas Edison, the inventor in this movie, who turns out to be a woman in this movie, and she has little gauntlets that shoot lightning out of her hands, and she has rocket boots that make her fly around all over the place. And that and also George Washington's chainsaw gauntlets, I'm thinking to myself, you have all this technology and yet none of you know what a car is? Seriously. And also they get Geronimo in this movie. Geronimo is a Native American chief, and he has got to be the funniest part in this entire movie. Every time he started speaking in this movie, every time he had a joke, every time he had a quote, I was laughing. So props to the movie for making him one of the funniest characters in the movie. Now, this movie was made by the same people that gave us the TV show Archer, and if any of you are fans of the TV show, just like I am, of course, then you would definitely recognize this art style that is on the screen. Does it does it have the same flow as Archer does? Kinda, sorta, not really. Let me explain. When it comes to adult cartoons like this, you know they're gonna go over the top of the jokes. You know that they're gonna do the offensive stuff and everything, and they're funny in a way. And they're funny in a way, but if you drag on with these jokes a little bit too long, then then you're just gonna be thinking to yourself, "Oh, come on, you can come up with something else. This is definitely getting old on me." That's kind of the down part of this movie for me anyway. But then again, I'm talking about a movie that is absolutely crazy. So what do I know? Also, they have John Henry in this movie. John Henry is a blacksmith, and they want him to create this silver bullet so they can take out Benedict Arnold and everything. And I'm sitting there going, okay, guys, John Henry was a railroad worker, not a blacksmith. And then I said to myself, I just told this movie exactly who the character really is. Oh, what do I know? But anyway, I gotta say, this movie for me, all I wanted to get out of this was to laugh. I was not expecting an absolute masterpiece. I did not expect anything to really blow my mind and everything. I just wanted to laugh. After a year like 2020 and from this year of 2021, it's definitely good to find something that can really make you laugh. The last thing that really made me laugh was the Pickle Rick episode from Rick and Morty, so this movie is definitely a win for me. If any of you are easily offended by racist jokes and everything, don't watch this movie. If you have a brain that is still on while this movie is going on, your brain's going to want to kill itself. So, In other words, in other words, I gotta say this movie is still worth watching at least once. So, guys, American the Motion Picture. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Whatever you thought, comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.